Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dragon Keeper, and today I'm gonna play Fallout New Vegas, and I think we're gonna have some fun. Fallout is one of my favorite series. Let's turn some of this down, it's kind of loud. I don't usually do music, although the music in here is really good, except the radio. Let's turn this down just a little. The sound effects. Okay. So, I've played Fallout. My first Fallout game was Fallout 3. I've played Fallout 4, beat them both. I never got really very far in Fallout New Vegas. I do have a file, but I'm gonna start over. It's still near the beginning, so it's not very far. So I don't need this. So let's get started. I'm gonna start new. Like I said, I have played a little bit of it. I played it on my PlayStation 3, didn't get very far, got my PlayStation 4, and it wasn't on that, so I never looked at it again until recently, and I thought, hey, this would be a good time to record, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day, and please remember to like and subscribe. And here we go. Looks like a party. And hey, that looks just like a gun I use in another game. Ooh, nice headshot.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength, Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Well, game was rigged from the start. So, I'm going to be honest with everybody. It might be kind of hard to keep this gameplay down to an hour. This is...
You're awake. How about that?
This is such
Whoa,
a fun
there,
game for me.
Easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is.
And
How about
I want
your
others
name?
to enjoy it with me.
Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm
Hey,
Doc Mitchell.
I like my name. Chill
Welcome
out.
to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay. Let's change this. And next, we'll go with Caucasian. We'll just do a preset here. Well, that's too pretty. We want to look kind of rough. That's pretty rough. We could go with that one, or we could go with the rough looking mohawk. Where was it? Go with the rough looking mohawk. Not really keen on that one right now. Can we... Age? Well, let's make her kind of young. Maybe not that. Ah, look, hairstyle. There we go. That's the look I'm looking for. Just because it's an apocalyptic game and you know, apocalypse, the environment makes you tough or you don't survive. So, what's unladylike? Oh God, no. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with color. Turn down the green. Turn down the red. Let's turn up the blue. Only because blue is my favorite color. Let's turn that red up a little. That's kind of purple. It's too blue. There. That looks good. Dark blue. Or a little lighter. It's kind of crazy. Are you sure you want this to be your character? For now. We can change the looks later in the game.
Anyway, stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Sure, I can get on my feet.
Good.
Still alive and kicking.
Down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Get out of my way.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright. Activate. Average Joe. Okay. I don't remember this. Let's see. Strength. We'll leave that there. Perception. And it's not. Wait. I want the. Let's go to charisma first. There we go. I know we're going to need to go up on this. How many points do we have? 5 points. How many points do we have to spend? Barter, speech, companion, nerve. Okay. Maybe one more? Maybe that's good. Now, intelligence, knowledgeable. We can go to gifted. I want lockpick. 2 points. Let's go back to perception. Endurance, unarmed, health, resistance, survival. Here we go. This is what we need. Explosive lockpicks, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. Okay. Alert coyote. And do we want to go barrel chested? Or do we want to put the last point on endurance? Let's go with strength. Well, I don't do a lot of melee. I'm not gonna argue with that. So inventory is what I'm really looking for. So we'll go up on that. No. Do I have to go all the way to the end? Let's review. Agility, luck. I'll go up on luck and agility later. That's good. Oops, wrong button. Continue. How do I get out of this thing? Escape doesn't do it. E doesn't do it. Shoot, I forgot. I've only played like a few hours on this. Let's go back to the beginning. Maybe I can get out of it there. It's got to be something to click on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right click. Click E, G, F, T, R. Ah!
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if our dogs are still barking.
My dogs. Oh, I'm half dressed. Where are my clothes?
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Oh boy.
House. Night. Enemy. Light. Mother.
Cookie jar.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I don't like conflict, but no opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Heck no, no opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No
I
opinion.
charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A broken chain. What does that look like? Jeez. Shadow of a door frame? Chemical let's go with chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
Some piece of space age technology, priceless piece of work, a ship at sea. Well, it doesn't look like a ship to me, so we'll go with this one.
Last one.
Light in the darkness, a bearded man, a mushroom cloud. He does look like a bearded man. You see the eyes up here? And there's the nose. But also looks like a couple of something or another high-fiving each other. Let's go with light in the darkness.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Barters 19, guns 15, lockpicks 17, science, sneak, unarmed, speech 19. Nice. I think we're done. Melee weapons, I'm not real big on repairs. 17, I can get all this stuff up. Unarmed, 30. Wow. Order. Explosive guns, have to get that one up. Lockpick, medicine, repair. That one's gonna come up. Science is good. Science, sneak, and unarmed. It looks like I'm geared for melee, but it won't stay that way. Let's do done.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a
form?
formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, let's see this form. Choose up to 2 traits. Fast shot, good-natured, heavy-handed, kamikaze. 10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have 2 damage minus threshold. Loose cannon. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. No. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America. Not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. Built to destroy. Flamethrower that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. All weapons have plus 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays faster. While using guns and energy weapons, 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. Wearing any type of glasses, you have plus 1 perk. Without glasses, you have minus 1 perk. Good-natured. Problem solvings with your mind and violence. You gain plus 5 barter. Medicine, but negative 5 to energy weapons. We can do that. Heavy-handed, your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage, but less crit damage. Kamikaze, we read. Small frame, your size. Due to your size, you have 1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Ooh, no. Let's go with... We have one that decreases energy weapons. What about increasing energy weapons? From frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 20%. Small frame. 20% more slow, but 20% more accurate. We could do that one. That sounds good. Okay. Alright, let's go. I'm tired.
All right.
I've set up my character.
That about does it.
I want to get
Come
started.
with me, I'll see you out.
Huh. Wait, where are my clothes? What'd you do with my clothes? Can I have my clothes? I can't go out like this. Unless it's hot outside. Is it hot outside?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in.
Thank you, thank you.
I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But
Nice.
try not to get killed
I can use a
anymore.
drink anyway. Allows you to play in hardcore mode. You may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in gameplay. We don't do hardcore. Just call me chicken.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can. Well, I already told you I came from a vault.
I like
I
lore,
was a
so
traveling doctor
there'll be a
for
lot of
spell.
lore
It seemed
and
like a good idea
conversations.
at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with
Adds
medical
to the
know-how are
story.
hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with
Like
what
to
I
take
knew,
my
and
time
that
and
was all
look
right
around
with
and
me.
find things.
Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
Yeah, love does strange things to you. Medical supplies.
Sure.
I have 4 stim packs. Boxing gloves. I'm good. X.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Okay. Let's get out of this. Oh. A lollipop. Okay, let's see what there is. I'm hurt. I need medical supplies. I don't have the speech, so I don't think I'll be getting a lollipop because I only have 26 out of 30. So, let's find
This
out about
here's
the
Good
town.
Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Okay, what else can you tell me?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town.
Nice.
Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
I don't need to run down one more time. Who was it that rescued me? Here we
That'd
go.
be Victor.
Now we're getting into the story.
Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Okay. Could you give me the rundown again? Do you know anything about the man that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Okay, what else we got? Goodbye.
You take care now.
Alright, now, Pit Boy? Okay, so we have stats. We're good, of course. We have no rad. We have no effects. Except +2 speech and plus me. All weapons fall under the weapon skill category that determines how effective weapon is. Guns, energy weapons, explosives, melee weapons, or unarmed. Compare the small icon below to the left of the weapon icon to show on the Pip-Boy skill menu. DAM and DPS indicates damage and damage per second. That's pretty much self-explanatory. If you hit a target's threshold with higher damage, use ammo, reduces the target's threshold. STR and skill. Many weapons have strength or a skill requirement. If your character does not meet the strength or skill requirement for the weapon, its aim will wobble. If a firearm, or it will attack more slowly. The C&D is condition. Affects the amount. We already know this. Repair, mod. These options take you to the repair mods submenu. Okay. I have a 9mm and I have boxing gloves. Let's equip the 9mm. I'm not real big on boxing gloves. Apparel. I have my jumpsuit. Apparel can consist of many different types of ranging. DT is damage threshold. C and D is condition again. Light, medium, heavy. Apparel will show characters down when equipped. Repair, it's pretty common. Allows you to repair the armor. You can repair your weapons. From perks, chems. Basically, it's pretty cut and dry, really, to me. Aid. I have 4 stim packs, miscellaneous, 6 bobby pins, ammo, ammunition. Almost all guns carry, but is sometimes used by other weapon types. Basic ammo have no special effects for ammo subtypes. May increase damage, reduce enemies' threshold, or even decrease a weapon's spread. Armor piercing. It does that. Hollow point does much more damage, but is easily blocked by armor. Overcharged, used by energy weapons, increase damage, but degrades the weapon more quickly. Slugs, used by shotguns. Slugs replace buckshot with a single large bullet that is more accurate. And to switch ammo types, equip them on this menu outside of the Pip-Boy. Press 2 to cycle through the ammo subtypes for your current equipped weapon. Alright, data. This is where you're going to find stuff like quests. There's the map, which is where we are in Good Springs. World map, which is where we are. We haven't unlocked anything. Quests. They went that way. Inquire about your delivery assignment. Optional, talk to Victor. Find the men who tried to kill you. Right now we're doing Back in the Saddle, so I have to go talk to them. Miscellaneous. Mojave Express. Delivery package at the north entrance of the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent at the reception will meet you at the checkpoint. Take possession of the package and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. Manifest. 1 oversized poker chip composed of platinum. Your authorized agent of Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Alright. And the radio, which is one of my favorites. Gotta love the music in this game. But I'm not sure how that's gonna go. So let's get out of this. And let's head for the door after we look around here. Alright, let's start here. I don't think what I am looking for is like ammo, or I'll come back for all this other stuff later. All the pre-war books. I think there's I don't know if there's a need for the pre-war books or not. Oh, I'll take this one. I'll take that one. Some pork and beans, sugar bombs, footlocker, nothing. That's what I'm looking for. What the heck? Buffalo gourd seeds. We'll take the seeds. They don't weigh nothing. I don't want the knife. What else is there? Ooh. Pre-war books. Anything in here? Sexy sleepwear. I find that I like to collect all the clothes and stuff. I am a regular pack rat on this game, or any game really. Over encumbered all the time. What do we got in here? I can come back for a lot of this stuff later. I don't need the yeast right now. I could just take it all and sell it, make some money. That's an idea. Oh, I'll take that. I'll just clean him out of everything he's got. Thanks, Doc, for helping me. Let me take everything you have. Do you like how that works? Nothing? No first aid? Alright. We covered this room and this room. We covered this room. We covered this room. Let's go back in here. Gotta be some good stuff to take. Some health stuff to take. Light. There's the light. Your science of 25 or greater. Let's create some stim packs. That worked. Can never have too many of those. Doctor's bag. Items. Aid. Oh, restores body parts. Nice. I'll take that. And what else can I take? Take that. Can't take the fan? Oh, look. Some glasses. Now, ammo doesn't weigh anything, so you can collect all the ammo you want. And a lot of this stuff is broken down and used for crafting, I believe. Now, let's head out. Here we go. Outside. Let's run over to this bar.
Howdy,
Victor!
partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Look at this cowboy face.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
That was nice of you.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in
Rascals.
town might be able to help you out with that.
He's countrified.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Yep, countrified.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. Happy trails!
Happy trails to you. Alright, where's this bar? Where's the general store? Can we sell any of this stuff? Hey,
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up.
I
The way
am.
I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office.
I
I've
did.
got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Okay, let's see. Let's start with what makes surplus.
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Okay, so we won't use those kind of bullets.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Show me what you have for
Indeed.
sale. Alright. Items. I'm sure I can sell those, because I'll probably never use them. The laser pistol? I might use it. I don't know. We'll see. Reading glasses. You can sell those for now. I'll get another pair later. Medics. Radix. Steady. What is this? You can sell the whiskey. I'll keep that. Anti-venom. What else do we have? Miscellaneous. Alright. We'll keep the glue. Because I know we're going to need that. Actually, we're going to need all that stuff, but I'm just trying to get some money together. We'll accept that. Now, what's he got? Ammo. I need 9mm rounds. He's got 77. Let's go with 28, because that way they're one apiece. What else does he got? Weapons. Ooh, a silence pencil. Condition. Damage per second. Damage. What's this one? $22, 6, 24, 4. Magnum and revolver. Not much more damage than that. Okay. Let's see here. Leather armor. Let's check that. Stimpaks. Ooh. No, I'm not trying to go broke. Let's just stop right there. And of course.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order.
And yeah, that's about how it happens.
New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You
Gomorrah.
won't regret it. Word of advice: behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Good to know.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Take it easy now.
Turn that off. Alright. Now, tab. And let's see. We want apparel. And we want to put this on. And weapon, we have... Okay. Now. Ooh. Skill requirement. What's this one? Skill requirement needed. Ooh. We take one of these? No? No one's laying down.
Howdy.
Easy
What can
Pete!
Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Good to know. I don't think I trust him either.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Alright, what's the Legion?
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it.
It's Caesar.
Of years ago, they tried to take over
Not Caesar.
Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Alright, so...
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Well, I've actually been to Lake Mead.
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
All good information,
Keep your
thank you,
gun
old timer.
handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Thank you, sir. Makes me want to be all countrified in the apocalypse. Let's go in the saloon.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Sounds good. What
Everything
else
all
is
right?
I want to ask you
Well,
some
let's
questions.
just finish this first, alright? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
Okay. Who are you?
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He does. I should be dead. Where? How can I get a drink? Bartender. Bartender. Can I turn this off? Only because I don't know what's going to happen. Nope. Can't turn it off. Let's go outside. Anything in here? Oh shit, I lost karma. I wasn't supposed to take that. Oh, damn. Oh, we gotta earn that shit back. Alright. Before I go screwing up my reputation in town already, I like the fact that your choices affect the game and the story. Well, the story is still there, but all right, where'd you go? This way.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Ah, nice. What'd she give me? A varmint rifle? Okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Next shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you
No,
what,
they don't fight
I gotta
back.
go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
I forgot how to run. Okay, I forgot how to run. Sneak is crouch, run is left shift. Caps lock, run, always run. Auto move is Q. Okay. So see, I'm not running, I'm going slow. That's opposite. I'm detected, that's why. Still, shift slows me down. Ooh, I hear a snake. The rattle of a snake. So if I take caps off, and then shift is run. So I think we'll just leave caps on.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there?
I
We
do.
got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little
Geckos.
monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell
Lizards?
treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
We're gonna go fight some lizards. Good dog. Why are you in the
Okay,
back? You
you're
should be in
on.
the front.
Go give him hell.
Where? I don't see him. Oh, I see him.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Heck yeah.
Shouldn't take more than a couple
I
minutes.
need the money.
Especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Sure thing. This can't be me running. I know I gotta be able to go faster than this. Nice shot. Oh, I'm crouched. I must be crouched. Oh. I'll take the hide and the meat. Oh no! Poor puppy. Enter vats. Poor puppy. Alright, where is she? Over here? I think I lost her. Well, I'm here. Alright, let me go find her. Poor puppy. Where did she go? There she is.
Confound it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were supposed to stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this. I'm not gonna be very good company right now. I did have another thing to teach. But I'll understand if you'd rather I just pay you so you could be on your way.
I'm sorry your puppy died.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, well. Let's see, xander root. Nice. Okay, so I gotta turn around and go back. We'll go to this one first. Yeah, fast travel is always nice. Alright, so we have one here and one there. North. Let's see which one's the closest. Oh, let's go to the one that's behind us. And then we'll stop there. I'm trying to get into the game a little bit. The setup took a little while. Sander root.
Howdy.
Looks like it's over here. That looks like corn. Let's see. Where am I? I'm right here by it. Why do I keep doing that? Out of habit, I hit escape. Might be on the other side.
Howdy. If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out. If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at
That's
the
all you
general
can
store
tell me?
help
I'm
you
looking
out.
for some root. Can you tell me where the root is? Where am I? Okay. Let's see. How close am I? It's gotta be right over here somewhere. I don't think...
Hey there.
Hey there. Well, let's go get the other one and come back. So, over by the school, and then the graveyard. So, I think we're going to the graveyard, the cemetery first. Okay. Stop doing that. How long have we been playing? Oh, a little while. Okay. Maybe I should stop it here and we'll look for it next time. I'll stop here at the saloon. Let's save. Okay, y'all, and we're going to save it there, and we're going to leave. And this is our first episode. War Never Changes. And if you like, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Once this game gets going, I hope you have as much fun as I did. I do when I play it. Anyway, that is where we're going to leave. Y'all have a good day. Keep it real.